We all know avocados are wonderful, don't we? They're creamy, delicious, and packed with all sorts of goodness that our bodies appreciate. Especially as we get a little older, you hear about healthy fats, vitamins, fiber. It all sounds perfect, a true superfood. And they are. Truly. But here's a little secret, something that might feel a bit painful to hear even the healthiest foods on earth. Foods celebrated for their benefits can sometimes work against us if we don't use them quite right. It's not the avocado's fault. Of course, it's just about how we incorporate it into our lives, how much, how often, and how we prepare it. Sometimes, without even realizing it, we make simple mistakes with seemingly harmless foods that can actually cause little, or sometimes not so little health hiccups down the line. You might be enjoying your avocado toast or adding a generous scoop to your salad, thinking you're doing everything right for your heart, your brain, or your digestion. But unknowingly, one small oversight could be causing a problem. Maybe it's a tummy ache that pops up unexpectedly. Or perhaps you're not getting the nutrient boost you expected. Or even worse, you could be exposing yourself to something you'd much rather avoid. That feeling of wanting to do what's best for your health, choosing foods you believe are helpful, only to find out there's a hidden pitfall, literally. In this case, though the pit isn't the problem, that can be frustrating. It feels like you're trying your best, following the advice you hear, and yet things aren't quite perfect. You deserve to enjoy the benefits of healthy foods without these hidden worries. In this video, we're going to gently uncover 6 common mistakes people often make when it comes to enjoying avocados. These aren't huge, complicated errors, but simple things that, when adjusted, can make a world of difference in ensuring this lovely fruit truly supports your health. Rather than causing any unintended harm, we'll look at things like how much is really enough, how to handle them safely, and even how they fit into your overall diet picture. My hope is that by the end of this, you'll feel more confident and informed, ready to enjoy your avocados in the best way possible, reaping all their wonderful rewards without any of the potential downsides. Stick with me, because there's something important we'll cover that might just surprise you and completely change how you think about your next avocado. Let's dive right into the first common mistake that many of us, myself included sometimes, can easily fall into when it comes to enjoying avocados. It's one that feels counterintuitive because avocados are so healthy, and that mistake is simply eating too much of a good thing. Now, I know. It's hard to imagine that something so full of healthy fats and vitamins could ever be too much. But hear me out. Avocados are incredibly calorie-dense. What does that mean in simple terms? It means a relatively small amount of avocado contains a lot of energy, or calories. While these calories come with fantastic nutrients like monounsaturated fats, which are great for your heart when eaten in moderation, those calories still add up. Think about it this way. A whole medium avocado can easily contain anywhere from 250 to 300 calories. Sometimes even more, depending on the size. That's roughly the calorie equivalent of a small meal for some people. But it might just be added on top of your regular meal or snack without much thought. For those of us over 60, managing our weight becomes increasingly important. Carrying extra pounds can put unnecessary strain on our joints, knees, hips, ankles, which might already be feeling the effects of time. It can also impact our cardiovascular health and blood sugar levels. And sometimes, despite eating healthy foods, the scale just doesn't budge, or it creeps up slowly. A frequent culprit can be overeating even healthy, calorie-rich foods like avocados. We might add a whole avocado to a smoothie, spread half an avocado generously on toast, and then have some more in a salad later in the day. Each portion feels small and innocent, but the cumulative effect on our daily calorie intake can be significant, beyond the calorie count. Eating large quantities of avocado can also be tough on our digestive system. Avocados are high in fiber, which is generally fantastic for digestion, helping to keep things moving smoothly. But too much fiber all at once, especially combined with the high fat content, can sometimes lead to digestive discomfort. You might experience gas, bloating, or even stomach cramps. As we age, our digestive systems can become a little more sensitive, And introducing a large load of fat and fiber simultaneously might just be more than they comfortably handle in one go. Imagine your digestive system trying to process a substantial amount of this rich, creamy fruit all at once. It's a lot of work. So, the mistake here isn't eating avocado, but rather losing track of the portion size. What's a good rule of thumb for most people? 1/4 to half of a medium avocado per serving is plenty to get the benefits without overdoing the calories or stressing the digestive system. If you're adding it to a smoothie, maybe start with 1/4. If you're having it on toast, half an avocado spread thinly might be enough. If it's in a salad, a few slices or a small diced amount is usually sufficient. It's about being mindful. When you scoop out that delicious green flesh, just take a moment to consider how much you're actually eating and how it fits into your overall calorie and fat intake for the day. You can still enjoy avocados frequently, perhaps even daily. But keeping the portion size in check is key to making sure they support your health goals, especially related to weight management and comfortable digestion. It's not about deprivation. It's about smart enjoyment. Learning to gauge what 1/4 or half looks like, or even weighing it initially until you get a feel for it, can be incredibly helpful. A standard serving size is often listed as about 1/3 of a medium avocado, which is roughly 50 grams. That small amount still provides a good dose of healthy fats, fiber, and vitamins without tipping the calorie scales too far. Now, closely related to portion size, but a different kind of mistake entirely, is trying to enjoy an avocado that isn't quite ready yet. We've all been there. Right. You buy an avocado. You're excited to eat it, and you press it gently and it feels a bit too firm. But maybe you're impatient, or you try a little piece anyway. This brings us to the second mistake: eating unripe avocados. An unripe avocado isn't just disappointing in terms of taste and texture. It lacks that wonderful creamy richness we love, but it can also be harder for your body to digest. Unripe avocados contain compounds that are broken down as the fruit ripens. Eating them before this process is complete can sometimes lead to digestive upset, similar to the issues caused by eating too much, but for a different reason. You might feel bloated, gassy, or just generally uncomfortable after eating a firm, unripe piece of avocado. The texture itself, hard and almost waxy, is a sign that the fats and fibers haven't reached their most digestible state yet. Knowing how to tell if an avocado is ripe is a simple skill that prevents this mistake. You want it to yield to gentle pressure when you cup it in your hand, not just poke it with a finger, which can bruise it. The stem cap, or the little nub at the top, should pop off relatively easily. If it reveals green underneath, it's likely ripe. If it's hard to remove, it needs more time. If it's brown underneath, it might be overripe. The color of the skin is less reliable as a sole indicator, as some varieties stay green even when ripe, while others turn darker. The gentle pressure test is usually the best bet. Patience really is a virtue here. Buying avocados a few days before you plan to eat them and letting them ripen on your counter is the way to go. If you want to speed things up slightly, you can place them in a paper bag with a banana or apple. These fruits release ethylene gas, which helps encourage ripening. But rushing it and eating one that's still hard is just asking for a less pleasant experience both in taste and digestion. You lose out on the creamy goodness, and you might end up feeling uncomfortable afterwards. So, the second mistake is simply eating an avocado before it's truly ready. Waiting for that perfect ripeness ensures you get the optimal flavor, texture, and the easiest digestion, allowing you to fully enjoy all the health benefits this amazing fruit offers without the unnecessary discomfort of trying to digest an unripe one. It's a small point, but a crucial one for comfortable eating and maximum enjoyment. Ensuring your avocado experience is always a positive one for your body. Now that we've covered the importance of portion control and waiting for that perfect ripeness, let's move on to another area where a simple oversight can have consequences. This next mistake might seem minor, something easily overlooked in our busy lives, but it's incredibly important for food safety, especially as we become a little more vulnerable to foodborne issues as we age. This mistake is not washing the skin of your avocado before you cut into it. You might think, But I don't eat the skin. Why would I wash it? And that's a fair question. The reason is simple: anything that is on the outside of the avocado, bacteria, dirt, pesticides, or other contaminants it might have picked up during growing, harvesting, shipping, or even sitting in the grocery store, can be transferred to the edible flesh by your knife as you slice through the skin. Imagine slicing right through a tiny speck of dirt or bacteria and dragging it directly onto the creamy green part you're about to eat. It's a direct route for unwanted guests to get into your food. While food recalls related to avocados aren't as frequent as with leafy greens, they do happen, often linked to bacteria like listeria or salmonella found on the skin. These bacteria can be particularly dangerous for older adults, potentially causing more severe illness than in younger, healthier individuals. Even if there isn't a widespread outbreak, everyday handling can leave germs on the skin. Who knows how many hands touched that avocado before you picked it up? Washing an avocado is quick and simple. Just hold it under running water and gently scrub the skin with a vegetable brush or your hands. You don't need soap, just plain water and a little friction to remove any surface contaminants. Then, dry it thoroughly with a clean cloth or paper towel. This drying step is important because moisture can actually help bacteria thrive on the skin. Once it's clean and dry, then it's safe to cut in two, making this a routine step. Just like washing apples or potatoes, adds a layer of safety that helps protect you from potentially harmful bacteria or residues. It's a small habit, taking only a few extra seconds, but it significantly reduces the risk of transferring anything unpleasant from the outside to the inside of your healthy avocado. It's about being proactive and mindful about food preparation hygiene, which becomes increasingly important as we navigate the years. You want to enjoy that delicious, nutritious avocado. And ensuring it's clean before you cut into it is a fundamental step in doing that safely and confidently. Moving on from cleanliness, our fourth mistake relates to how we store avocados, and this one can not only lead to disappointment and wasted food, but also, in some cases, a potential health risk. The mistake is improper storage that results in spoilage, particularly mold growth. We've all seen it happen. You buy a few avocados. Maybe they ripen faster than you expected. Or one gets left on the counter too long. You pick it up, and there they are. Those telltale fuzzy white or gray patches, sometimes black spots. That signal mold has set in. It's tempting sometimes to think, oh, I'll just cut off the moldy bit. The rest looks fine. But with soft fruits like avocados, that visible mold is often just the tip of the iceberg. The root-like threads of mold can penetrate deep into the fruit, even if you can't see them. And here's where the health risk comes in. Some types of mold produce harmful toxins called mycotoxins. Ingesting these mycotoxins can potentially cause various health problems, ranging from mild digestive upset to more serious issues with longer-term exposure. While the specific molds that grow on avocados might not always produce dangerous mycotoxins, it's difficult to tell just by looking. It's simply not worth the risk, especially when our bodies might be less equipped to handle these toxins as we age. If you see mold on your avocado, the safest thing to do is discard it entirely. Proper storage helps prevent this. Once an avocado is ripe, you can slow down the ripening process and extend its life by storing it in the refrigerator. Whole, ripe avocados will last several days in the fridge if you've only used half an avocado. The best way to store the other half is to keep the pit in it. Helps reduce oxidation and browning, though it won't stop it entirely, and wrap the cut surface tightly with plastic wrap. Or place it in an airtight container. Exposure to air is what causes the browning and also encourages spoilage. While the brown layer on a cut avocado isn't harmful, it's just oxidation. It affects the taste and can be a precursor to mold if left too long. Storing cut avocado properly in the fridge will keep it fresh for a day or two. Recognizing the signs of spoilage beyond just mold is also key. An overripe avocado will be very soft, mushy, and might have dark streaks or spots inside. While not necessarily harmful unless mold is present, the quality, taste, and texture will be significantly diminished. It's best to enjoy avocados at their peak ripeness. So, mistake number 4 is letting avocados spoil through improper storage and potentially trying to salvage them when mold is present. By storing ripe avocados in the fridge and properly wrapping cut halves, you minimize waste, ensure you're eating them at their best, and, most importantly, avoid the potential health risks associated with mold consumption. It's a simple practice that preserves both the quality and safety of your beloved avocado. Let's shift gears a bit and talk about how avocados fit into the larger picture of your diet. The fifth common mistake isn't about the avocado itself, or how you handle it, but how you use it within your overall eating habits. This mistake is using the health halo of avocado to justify less healthy choices elsewhere in your meal or diet. Because avocados are so widely praised as a healthy fat, packed with nutrients, it's easy to think of them as a sort of nutritional free pass. You might think, well, I had avocado on my burger or fries, nachos, so it's a healthy meal. Or, I had an avocado smoothie, so now I can have that pastry. While adding avocado does bring healthy fats and nutrients to the table, it doesn't magically cancel out the effects of high amounts of saturated fat, sugar, sodium, or refined carbohydrates in other parts of your meal or diet. Think about a burger loaded with cheese and bacon on a white bun, served with a side of fries, topped with a slice or two of avocado. Yes, the avocado provides healthy fats, fiber, and some vitamins. But the overall meal is still very high in unhealthy fats, sodium, and calories from less nutritious sources. The healthy components of the avocado are overshadowed by the less healthy components of the rest of the plate. Similarly, adding avocado to a sugary smoothie doesn't make the high sugar content disappear. The real value of avocado comes when it's part of an already healthy, balanced meal. Imagine it on whole grain toast with some sliced tomato and a sprinkle of seeds, or add it to a salad full of leafy greens and other colorful vegetables, or alongside lean protein and complex carbohydrates. In these contexts, the avocado's healthy fats aid in the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins from the vegetables. Its fiber adds to the overall fiber content of the meal, and its nutrients complement the other healthy ingredients. The mistake is falling into the trap of nutritional negotiation, where adding a healthy element is seen as permission to indulge in unhealthy ones. This is particularly important as we get older, as the cumulative effect of diet on our health is significant. Focusing on whole, unprocessed foods, balancing macronutrients, and controlling portion sizes across the board is crucial. Avocado is a wonderful addition to a healthy diet, but it's not a cure-all or a free pass. It enhances healthy meals. It doesn't redeem unhealthy ones. So, mistake number 5 is letting the healthy reputation of avocado lead you to make poorer food choices overall. Instead, view avocado as a valuable component to be integrated into meals that are already centered around whole, nutritious foods. This ensures you get the maximum health benefit from the avocado without undermining your dietary goals with less healthy pairings. It's about creating synergy, where the avocado works together with other healthy foods to nourish your body effectively. This leads us quite naturally into our 6th and final mistake, which is closely related to the last one but focuses more on the nutritional perspective. The 6th mistake is relying on avocado as a primary or sole source for certain nutrients it contains, at the expense of dietary variety. While avocados are excellent sources of healthy fats, fiber, potassium, vitamin K, vitamin E, vitamin C, and several B vitamins, they don't contain everything we need in sufficient quantities. For example, they are well known for their potassium content, an important mineral for blood pressure regulation. However, many other foods also provide potassium, often along with a different mix of beneficial nutrients. Bananas, sweet potatoes, spinach, beans, and lentils are all great sources of potassium, and each brings its own unique set of vitamins, minerals, and types of fiber to your plate. The mistake is putting avocado on a pedestal and perhaps neglecting to include a wide variety of other equally, or even more, nutrient-dense foods in your diet because you feel you're getting what you need from the avocado. This can lead to missing out on the diverse array of micronutrients, antioxidants, and types of fiber that only come from eating a broad spectrum of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds. Each color, each type of plant food, offers a slightly different nutritional profile. And eating a rainbow is really the best way to ensure your body gets everything it needs to function optimally. For instance, while avocado has fiber, different types of fiber found in oats, beans, and apples have different benefits for digestion and cholesterol management. While avocado has vitamin E, you also get vitamin E from almonds and sunflower seeds, which offer different healthy fats and minerals. Relying too heavily on one food, even a healthy one like avocado, can create unintended nutritional gaps. This is particularly relevant for seniors, as nutrient absorption can sometimes become less efficient with age, making it even more important to get a rich and varied supply of vitamins and minerals from your diet. Ensuring you eat a diverse range of foods helps cover all your nutritional bases and provides your body with the complex synergy of nutrients it needs. So, the final mistake is letting avocado become a nutritional crutch that limits your exploration and consumption of other incredibly healthy and nutrient-rich foods. Instead of seeing it as the only source of healthy fats or potassium, view it as a valuable part-10 of a diverse and colorful diet. Include it alongside other fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats from different sources. This approach maximizes your nutrient intake, supports your health in a more comprehensive way, and keeps your meals interesting and enjoyable. To quickly recap. Without going into lengthy detail, we've explored several ways a simple food like avocado can be misused, from overindulging and eating them unripe to issues with hygiene, storage, and how they fit into your overall diet strategy. It's clear that while avocados are nutritional powerhouses, enjoying their full benefits without any drawbacks is all about mindful consumption and smart handling. Remember, the goal here isn't to make you afraid of avocados. Far from it. It's about empowering you with the knowledge to enjoy them in the best possible way. Small adjustments to how you select, store, prepare, and consume your avocados can make a significant difference in supporting your digestion, ensuring safety, and making sure you're getting the intended nutritional benefits without any unintended consequences. Please don't feel discouraged if you've been making some of these mistakes. We all do. Learning and making gentle changes is what matters. Every little step you take towards more mindful eating and food handling is a victory for your health and well-being. It's about progress, not perfection. I hope this has been helpful and gives you a new perspective on how to enjoy your avocados to the fullest, ensuring they contribute positively to your health journey. What did you think? Were any of these mistakes surprising to you? Do you have any other tips for enjoying avocados? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. Your insights could be incredibly helpful to others in our community. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up. That tells me this kind of information is useful to you. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos filled with practical tips and information designed to help you live your best life at every age. Taking care of yourself is a lifelong journey, and it's wonderful that you're taking the time to learn and grow. Keep making conscious choices, listen to your body, and enjoy the process. You're doing great. Live your best life at every age.